Yeah, this is so cool. I'm actually hanging out with Eric, who's an electrical engineering graduate of the University of Michigan. And that might not seem very connected to this little drum I'm holding in my hand, but I promise it is. We're just starting at the very beginning, right?
That's right. Here we have creating a drum with basic things you can find around the house with some beads, some cardboard, and a skewer stick.
I love it. And so this is one of the activities that you or your kids can do when you're here. And you've got more than just a drum. You have basically an entire band that you could build from items you might have at your house. So next up, this is a harmonica?
It is. It's a harmonica made with rubber bands, popsicle sticks, and straws. And then as you move it around, it can change the pitch of the instrument.
Okay, so I want to see how this is played. So where's my harmonica players? All right, are you ready? All right, let's see what you got. I love it. And then you move the straws and you get different sounds, like if you move the straws to a different place.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, you get different pitches.
Really neat, and such a simple, basic instrument that you might not think that you could make at home. Here's another one that if you've ever wanted to make your own guitar or your own banjo, this is pretty cool. You're making banjos right over here. We have Sean. So Sean, go ahead and make one for us, and you can talk us through.
Any 3 rubber bands, and you just put them around the plate. You try to separate them if you want, because if they're at a different distance, they make different sounds depending on how much they're separated.
And the thickness matters too, right? So if you took one of these thick blue ones, that would give you an additional note to play.
Right, that's very, very true. So you don't have to have 3, but any, like, the plate starts to bend after that. Finally, you take a stick and you just tape it to the back, and then you're all set.
And then you're all set. And then you have a banjo. And I know, Miguel, you've been playing the banjo a little bit, right? Yeah. Let's see what you got. All right, strumming that banjo, a couple different notes there. So this is really neat. It's really the basics of music, right? But what you have done as an electrical engineering major, you've taken this to the next level. You're focusing on music technology, which is so cool.
Yeah, that is correct. When they told me the original idea for the banjo, I said, well, I can make an app that does the same thing. So I developed an application that basically you can change the thickness of the rubber band and then click on it and it'll play different notes.
Okay, so show us. So you can actually, just like you would in real life changing the thickness, you can do this here, and then you can take this to the next level and really talk about making music using a computer, which is something that happens nowadays when we're talking about music producing or going into a career, or whether it's just technology, and this is like a springboard for a passion of creating an app.
Right, it started with me with a passion. 4 years ago I decided to go into engineering, but I've been a music producer for about the last 7 years. So I was like, I want to learn how to make this stuff and not just use it. So it started as a passion and turned into like actual development.
I love it. This is the Maker Faire Detroit, and this is what's so neat about it. You're going to meet makers like Eric who are making apps and making music. You're also going to meet makers who weld or who solder. You're going to meet people who have created robots. You're going to meet people who have done stuff with yarn you never thought possible. This is an incredible event. It's happening at the Henry Ford today and tomorrow. You can come on by, meet hundreds of incredible makers, all based right here. The ingenuity, the innovation, the creativeness, all Michigan-based, and so exciting to see. Saima, back to you.